And welcome back to the UNBOXXED podcast. I'm your host, Mike B. Hope everybody's enjoying their night tonight. I know that I'm definitely enjoying mine. If you are brand new here, don't forget to like and comment when you come in and drop your city in the comments. Let me know where you're from. We appreciate everybody rocking with us today. And to my folks on YouTube, it's your man, Uncle Rice. Appreciate all y'all being here today with us. So, we have made it almost halfway through the week, seem like to me, but that's probably because this year is flying by. So, yeah, I don't know. It's almost Christmas time now, so I hope everybody is on their P's and Q's and doing their ones and twos and getting everything ready for what they got to get it ready for. And while y'all doing that, as I said, when you come in, make sure you drop your city in the comments. Let me know where you watching from. Let me just go over here. I need to put on the official Uncle Rice. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Drop a 2 in the chat if I sound like I'm underwater. Testing out a different mic, so I want to make sure everything is clear. So let me see those 1s and 2s. If I get all the 1s, then we're going to get started. We got another good show tonight. We're going to run through a few videos to react to. Then we're going to go through a few posts. And then I'm going to go and grab me some dessert. So, like I said, drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Drop a 2 in the chat if you need me to make a couple adjustments. And once I see that and all systems are go, then we're going to get rolling. What's up to my man, Eric? I see Norman in the building too. What's going down, guys? Hope everybody's enjoying their day so far. We get everything straight up in here right quick. So that way I don't have to make no other adjustment. Make sure I share things out too while y'all doing what y'all got to do. What's up to my man, Charlie Griffin? I see you in there too. We just swing around, make sure we got everything where it needs to be. Man, if y'all seen some of the videos I put up on YouTube and shared into the groups today, been a lot of crazy stuff going on out in Chicago. I just got to say it. And I posted that video and did the complete reaction and report to it on the Uncle Rice Show on YouTube because I thought it was necessary, because we see so many times that people get into these relationships with people, they break up, and then next thing you know, it's some type of strife between them. You get with a new girlfriend, it's a problem. You get with a new guy, it's a problem. And then sometimes the problems boil over. And I just want to say RIP to the folks that's involved in that situation. I got another situation going on down in Houston that I'm also going to be speaking on tomorrow. So definitely look for that video, because we will be doing our thing on that one too. And welcome in to everybody that's coming in. We're going to get started so that way we can get things rolling. Our very first topic is the juice ain't worth juicing. The juice ain't juicing no more. Is this why a lot of guys aren't dating now? Is this why a lot of guys are stepping out of the dating pool? Because in their eyes, the juice ain't worth the squeeze no more? I want you to listen to this young man, hear what he says, and then we're going to come back and we're going to unbox it. Let's go.
Females will deal with any dude who stick around the longest, any dude who tolerate her the longest, any dude who deal with her BS the longest. Like, bro, it ain't even nothing special about being with these females, bro. They tell everybody the same thing. They tell every dude how they like them and they love them and woo. Like, bro, they're telling a lot of dudes the same stuff, bro. There's nothing special about being with these females nowadays, but they want to make it seem like it is. It's not.
So he's saying that nowadays, most ladies just tell every guy the exact same thing. And ladies, I want you to chime in when you watch this And guys, I want you to chime in also. Is this true? Is the modern dating scene, whereas the lady you get with, she just gonna tell you what she tell everybody else, and that's it? Or is it just the people that he's meeting and that a lot of people are meeting and who they're accepting in their life that's causing their mind to think that everybody out here in the dating game is the same way? Because I feel to believe that every single person out here is just telling everybody the same thing, out here telling lies to everybody. I refuse to believe that. You know, I'm a traditionalist, so I believe in true love. But I see a lot of people say that, hey, love don't exist no more. So drop a 1 in the chat if you agree that nowadays the dating pool is tainted. Drop a 2 in the chat if you agree there's still some good people out there. They just haven't had a chance to find each other yet. Because in my opinion, that's what I really think it is. You got a lot of people that's out here that because they done had no success dating, they want to run everybody else down as if nobody's going to have success dating. And that feels more like sour grapes to me than anything. Because I feel like you just got to meet the right person. If you're trying to meet people online and it's not working for you, then you need to go outside somewhere. Find somebody outside that you can meet. If you ain't got no luck outside, then maybe you might need to be just looking for your purpose, and you'll meet people when you're doing things that you love. I tell people that all the time, and it seems like folks don't want to understand that. So the question is, if the juice ain't juicing, do you agree or disagree? Name one thing that you love about modern women. Got my man Charlie in here. Name one thing that you love about the modern woman, the way things are right now. Because I got a lot of single guys that's on this page. Out of the 350,000 people that's on this page, it's a lot of guys that's single on this page. And I fail to believe that every man that's single on this page don't or isn't interested in finding somebody to be with. And in order for you to find somebody to be with, you gotta at least like something about it. I mean, that's what I think. This guy says, I'm gonna play him back one more time. He say the juice ain't juice.
Females will deal with any dude who stick around the longest, any dude who tolerate her the longest, any dude who deal with her BS the longest. Like, bro, it ain't even nothing special about being with these females, bro. They tell everybody the same thing. They tell every dude how they like them and they love them and woo. Like, bro, they're telling a lot of dudes the same stuff, bro. There's nothing special about being with these females nowadays, but they want to make it seem like it is. It's not.
And I'll say it again. I simply think that when you get it in your mind that you ain't gonna find anybody, and you get it in your mind that it ain't gonna work no way, then it ain't gonna work. It's just that simple. It's mind over matter. You keep telling yourself you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. But if you put it in your head, hey, look, this is what I do, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm focused on, you always meet people then. It's hard to meet people when you're looking for people. It's just that simple. We're gonna move to the next topic because this next one is interesting to me because this young lady feels like all guys should pay for the last man's misdeeds. Check out what she said.
Men be like, so I have to pay for every bad man out there doing bad stuff to women? Yes, because every time that you didn't check your homeboys or whoever, whatever men that were around for doing weird shit at us, that's what you pay for.
So, do you think that every man should pay for the baggage that the last man left at your feet? That's like saying every woman should pay for the baggage that the last woman left at your feet. You know how nonsensical that is? That's why I tell people you need to heal before you deal. You need to heal before you get out here and start trying to deal. Because the fact of the matter is, nobody should have to pay for what the last person did. So the question is, Should men just accept a woman's baggage from her past, and should women do the same for men? Should men just say, you know what, I'm going to accept the baggage from every woman's past that I meet, and she should accept mine too? Or should we deal with our baggage first instead of thinking that everybody else is supposed to pick up the tab for us? Our video is short, so I'm gonna play it one more time.
Men be like, so I have to pay for every bad man out there doing bad stuff to women? Yes, because every time that you didn't check your homeboys or whoever, whatever men that were around for doing weird shit at us, that's what you pay for.
You know, and when I hear videos like this, it makes me think to myself, who's teaching these young ladies this nonsense? Who's teaching these young ladies this kind of nonsense? Because it can't just be from experience, because sometimes it's a 25, 30-year-old lady saying it. So I believe that it's got to be something that's been instilled at home. Could be from the grandma, could be from the mama, could be from the auntie, could be from her friends, but it has to come from somewhere. And when our people is walking around out here thinking like this, we wonder why relationships can't work. She says that, you know what, since you all men, didn't check the other men about how they treat women, then every man should accept every woman's baggage from the bad men that they had. I think that's a losing formula. Because guys, I want y'all to hear me clearly. You want somebody to come to you healed. Could you imagine opening up your Christmas toy as a kid and it was broken in 1,000 pieces? Could you imagine going to spend your hard-earned money on a car and that car didn't run? You drove it off the lot, and as soon as you made a right, it cut off and it never started back up? That's what a person who brings a lot of baggage into a relationship is asking that man or woman to deal with. Now I get it. Some people like your ass so much that, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with the baggage. But on the back end of it, they're the men that complain because they ended up getting divorced. That woman divorced them, because once she healed, I feel like it's harder for her to respect you. If she knows she done told you all this heinous stuff she done did, just like men. If you know you done told this woman all of this bogus business that you did and she's still cool with it, then you have to understand, hey, look, either she really loved me or she just picked me because it wasn't no options. Her options was limited. Truth is the truth. I mean, whether you agree with it or not, it really don't have to be validated. Many times we get in a situation with somebody just because we need to be in a situation because you need them bills paid. Or you really want to be in a situation because, bro, you ain't had a girlfriend in 3 damn years. A lot of times we get into those situations like that, and then the situation crash and burn because we didn't come into the situation on a clean slate. You just dragging in the baggage from the last relationship, hoping that the person you get with is strong enough to carry you. You see that all the time, and it makes me think about this post right here that I saw. I call it the second time around. Now he want to be the father of the year. He says it's easier to show up when you're not being torn down. Now you want to be the father of the year. And he says it's easy to show up for my lady and this child because I'm not being torn down. And my question is, why do women get angry when a man get it right after breaking up with them? And why do guys get angry when a woman find a better man after breaking up with you? And I know that's a hard thing to accept, that that person is better for that person that you broke up with than you. But sometimes that person that your person got with after breaking up with you was better for them than being with you. Whether you a man or a woman, the truth is the truth. Sometimes that person is just better. And it don't mean that they're better than you as a person, but they're better for that person you was with. That's a hard thing to accept. I know it is. But the truth of the matter is, I think the second time is the charm. You see men get divorced and then get with another woman, marry her, and be married 30 years. You see it happen all the time. And it goes back to this. Yeah, he want to be the father of the year. He motivated to be the father of the year. Hey, what's poppin', my man Street Poet Meech? What's going on, big man? Appreciate you coming in. That man is motivated to be the father of the year now because he don't feel like you tearing him down. You got to be careful as a man and as a woman, but as a man, if you're a traditional man like me, who, if you in the family, you building the family, you leading the family, and you leading the team. You got to be careful when you building that she ain't on the other side of that wall tearing it down with a sledgehammer, with her attitude, with the way she talked to you, with the way that if you don't spend your money up on her, you get a different person. You got to be careful with that. And I know, ladies, we can say the same for ladies, but I'm talking to my solid men right now about this because many times our guys fall short to be a victim because she looked good in them jeans, but damn, everything else, all bets off. I just had a young lady tell me on a comment that basically if a man don't give her money and provide and pay her bills, she don't have to listen to him. My point is, what the hell is the reason for being with her? Why would you be with somebody that don't listen to you? Why would you be with somebody that don't follow your leadership? I mean, that's if you're a traditional man. And now, if you're one of these new wave men who feel like you could be in the household and all you got to do is eat fruit snacks and shit, and you ain't got to lead the household, and everything that happened is cool. You let she go out, she stay out to 5 in the morning because I can do whatever I want to do. If you one of those guys like that, then hey, cool, that's you. I speak for the traditional solid men out here who, my lady ain't walking in the house at 3 a.m. unless I'm walking in behind her. If we're not out together, that shit ain't happening. And I know for some of y'all, that's controlling. Appreciate that, Mish. What you say? Everything is for Moso. You already know, bruh. I just feel like this meme right here is so true on many levels for so many guys. I feel like it's so true because many times you can't operate at your full strength. You can't move at your full potential if every time you say something or do something, your lady is not a cape, she's a weight on your shoulders. And same difference, ladies. You don't want no man weighing you down, but I will always ask a woman when she says that the man she was with held her down and weighed her down forever and she couldn't, why did you allow him to choose you? See, because as guys, we gonna choose until we get our yes and we find our yeah. But ladies, you all have to be the one that allow yourself to be chosen. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. I get guys that tug a war with me on this. We do the picking and she allows herself to be chosen. That's why she is supposed to tell most guys no. Because she ain't supposed to be rocking with most guys. She's supposed to be looking for her guy. It's always been that way, and I get it. I know a lot of folks want to live a whole different life. They want to move a whole different way. They want to make things be totally different. But I'm speaking for the men out here that have always controlled the dating and relationship game. And there's not many men that step up and say that. I see guys who pander all day, every day, trying to put up posts to make sure that they cater to the ladies. But the fact of the matter is, there are plenty of women that love masculine men. There are plenty of women that love leader quality men. There are plenty of women that love the captain of the industry type of man. Plenty of them. Problem is, they ain't jumping on social media all the time. And most of the time, they be wifed up. And if guys keep running around out here chasing the ones that don't want no husband, that don't want to commit, that want to date multiple people, that want you to spend $500 on the first dinner, even though no woman that really likes you would ever ask you to do that shit, you're going to have to wait until the divorce crew comes out. You're going to have to wait for the second wave. You're going to have to wait for the good ladies that didn't allow themselves to be chosen by a good man and got a bad apple to divorce that man, because you know divorce rates are higher than helicopter blades. You're going to have to wait for that group. And then you're going to have to pick one out of that group if you keep on chasing these ones that ain't trying to do nothing for real. Just my thoughts on that. And it brings me to this next segment right here. Don't wait till your looks fade to figure it out. Don't wait until the looks fade to figure it out. Don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. This segment is called The Ship Has Sailed. What is the optimal age to find a long-term relationship? The ship has sailed. What is the optimal age to find a long-term relationship? Because on the left, or on my left, I don't know which side it is, it's the lady that has all the options. 10 years later, it's the lady that sees that those options weren't real. The party was fun, and they all had fun with you. It goes back to the old saying my father taught me, that there are ones you take to the dance and one you take behind the dance. You can't wait until everything fades away to figure it out, because then you're picking from the bargain basement, no matter how they try to put it to you. I tell people all the time, 28 to 35. 28 to 35 is the best time to find that long-term relationship. Because after that, the pickings start getting slimmer. No matter what anybody says, we could try to play. Just look at your high school yearbook. And if you're over 35, think back to how much those people changed that were the most popular people in your high school by the time y'all were 35. The prom queen don't look like the prom queen no more, and the star quarterback don't look like he could throw a baseball or a football 10 yards accurate. So don't wait until everything fades to try to figure it out. One side you see them inbox options, one side you see that party options, one side you see, man, I'm at the height of everything. And them dudes back there, they want to drain all of it. So 10, 15 years later, it's the lady sitting there hoping the guy in the suit says hello. And it happens to men too. If you can. I'm not saying that you can, because I got a lot of people that's over 50 on my page, because I am. So you understand what I mean, and even though you might protest it, because you may have been the person that said, you know what, damn this, I'm a party. The lights went out in the party and you looked around and was nobody there. And now you kind of sort of got to take what you could get, whether you're a man or a woman. But I stress this, ladies. I always hear these ladies on the internet talking about getting a provider man, getting a good man, getting a man that'll take care of me, getting a man that will retire me. Do you think that it's easier for a person to find that person when you're at the top of your game, or when you are, as they say about a football player, on the decline? That means on the other side of the hill. That means you done went to the pinnacle and started heading down like you on a sled. Dead of winter, Chicago. Them sleds move quick going down them hills, and depending on how much partying you did and how many wild nights you enjoyed, sometimes you have to end up living with just the memories of the wild nights, because once you get on the other side of that hill, ain't too many people offering. You kind of picking through that barrel of clothes that got all them little yellow tags on it. You got to kind of pick them up, shake them out a little bit, make sure that they still good, because you can't waste your best on those who mean less. Why would you not want to present and give the best of you to the person that you're gonna love for life? Even if you don't believe in marriage, if you believe in long-term relationships, then wouldn't you want to give that to your person instead of just the random fun guys and the random fun women? I see my young guys doing the same thing out here. You with everything. And by the time you get to the woman you love, you ain't got much left. And hell, you can't even go a lot of places because every woman know you. She know your shoe size and everything else. And trust me, that ain't no turn on for ladies neither. Contrary to belief, guys, you being Community John, that's not no big turn on to the ladies either. I think this is a very good meme right there, because it's a reflection of all of these people you see on your story that fly here, fly there, go here, go there, never put the person's face on the video because they're with a different person every different time damn near. Or they with a person that's got a person who don't want to be in the picture because they're going home to that person. They're just spending money on you like recreation. And then you get to the lady on the other side. Damn, I remember when I had them all looking at me. I remember when they all wanted me. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. You had too much fun and you waited until you got to the top of that hill, and you waited till you started creeping over it. Because once you get to the other side of that hill, I'm telling you already, it ain't pretty. And you in the bargain basement searching. What's going on to my man D like J? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you popping in and locking in. What's up, Tony? I see you too. Like I said, it's never coming down on anybody. It's just trying to lift you up to speed. Because a lot of us out here, we are not playing the game by the real rules. We playing the game by the kids' rules. We playing the game by the rules of the people that don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like jumping in your car and telling your 13-year-old to drive. That's what dating is for a lot of people over 40 right now, because you're trying to play the young game instead of looking at it for what it is. Just because you could go to Ulta and put makeup on and put some clothes on and squeeze it all in there don't mean that you're supposed to act like them kids. Guys, just because you could wear the outfit that they wear don't mean you're supposed to be walking around with a shiesty mask on. Don't play the young game. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. And then maybe we could teach the younger ones how things are supposed to move, because guys ain't supposed to be running around here spending $500 on dinner. I know some people that's cheap as hell that barely spend $500 on getting married and still together. Stop letting people pick you for the experience, bro, because we out here looking bad when you do that. Just telling you, from one man to another, from uncle to nephew. You out here looking bad if you out here blowing your dough for no reason. You blowing your money for what? So you can act like you money bag, yo? You blowing your money so what? You can act like big money, no change. because you want to take a video, because you want to pretend like you on TV. Bro, do something to get on TV. Don't pretend like you're doing anything. Do something to get there and do something that's tangible, where you ain't got to worry about looking in your rearview mirror. My man Jay say, best date is a woman come to your house and cook for you. And let me tell you something, Jay. They will protest that to high heaven. But you know what? Probably a way quicker way for you to be in a relationship with somebody and to actually sit down and lock in and talk to them and get to know them. And I know everybody nowadays scared. They shaking in their boots about going around people. I ain't going to nobody's house. And don't even realize that's how your mama probably met your daddy. Don't even realize that's probably what your mama did. Your mamas had stories, and y'all quote me on this. Mamas had stories where they met your daddy and they never stopped seeing each other. They literally met one day and they never stopped hanging out. Nowadays, dudes gotta talk through a screen. Then they gotta make sure they text message, but not at the wrong time. Oh, I've gotta make sure I text the right thing. Damn that. Because the same person that's trying to put them demands on you can't even hold a damn conversation if it had handles on it. Because one thing I learned in life is that if you're more worried about your looks than anything else, most of the time you ain't gonna be able to hold no conversation. Most of the time you gonna be sitting up there palms sweaty like Eminem at a rap concert. I'm gonna go to this next one right here because I got stuck on that one, but I really think that that's a powerful meme that not just men, but women need to think about. Don't wait till your looks fade to figure it out. We see it all the time. All the time. My man D like Jay say, like me and my wife met her at my old job. She never went home. Bro, me and my wife met at our job. We met at our job. And after the first time we got together, man, we was inseparable. Folks don't know how to put a relationship together because a lot of these people that's out here speaking are the people that's coming from failed relationships, bro. Real talk. And they spit venom. They spit it. I sit back and look at all the brothers that listened and loved Kevin Samuel. And you know, I love this show. Like the music, all of that. Man, great ideas and everything. But the truth is, that brother was only talking to 10% of America, of the men in America. And literally, it's like 80% of the men in America tried to move off of what that man said. I represent the normal men. The men that know that, you know what, I might have to work 12 hours today. I might have to pull a double today. I might have to make something shake to make sure all these bills get paid and my lady okay. And she don't have to go do nothing strange for a little piece of change in order for things to happen for us. I represent them guys. That's why you won't see me come on here in no shirt and no tie. I don't care if I got $1 million tomorrow. That ain't my vibe, bro. I'm from the south side of Chicago and the South Burbs, bro. That ain't how we move. That might be a New York thing or something, I don't know. But that's not how we move. You could go down in the city right now and see old heads in their 70s, fresh. Ain't giving a damn what you say about he too old to wear it, neither. Because in Chicago, we ain't like New York, we ain't like Cali, we ain't like nowhere else but Chicago. It's just that simple. And no, we ain't gonna put no hard bottom shoes on and be clicking around the studio wearing a waist trainer with a 3-piece suit on so damn tight that if you cough, you'll probably pop a button through the camera. We ain't gonna do that. We gonna rock what we comfortable with and keep it shaking. And I know the Kevin Knights are going to have a problem with this when they see it on the tube or when they see it wherever they see it at. But the truth gotta be told, man. And I got damn near 500,000 people that follow me across 2 platforms and working on YouTube every single day now. So guess what? I'm not gonna sit around and act like I'm adopting no other man's doctrine but Uncle Rice. And if you rock with what I'm talking about, and if it resonates with you, hey, stick around, because there's more to come. It's just that simple. I got one more lady, and then one more meme, and then I'm going to get me some dessert. Check this out.
As a woman, one of the worst things that you can do is date somebody who got less than you. I don't want to hear it. Struggle love is dead.
I call this Hey Big Spender. Hey Big Spender. Why are so many modern women so unwilling to build with men in 2025? Why is that? And I'm going to go back to a comment my man said, because it's true. Things happen organically. Things happen organically. Folks looking for a ready-made bed. They want you to pull up and pick them up the first time in a Ferrari. They literally want you to pull up and pick them up in a Ferrari. They want you to pull up and be a ready-made bed. And the truth of the matter is, ain't no ready-made beds out here for you, baby. You can sleep in it, but you can't stay here. That's the only ready-made bed that you get. This ain't TV. This ain't a reality show. You're not America's top model. You're not a rich man, bro. We need to stop pretending like we're people that we aren't and start looking for things at what they are. Because at the end of the day, to say, don't deal with no man that make less money than you. Do you know how many families wouldn't be together or kids wouldn't be created right now if fathers adopted that theory and thought, nope, I ain't dating no woman that make less than me? I don't even know if some of these people hear the words that come out of their mouths. Because honestly, if you're not making money, if you're not making extraordinary amounts of money, why the hell do you think you deserve a man that does? And guys, same difference. Let's keep it real. If you're not making good money, why you think you deserve that woman that's making $35,000, $40,000 a year more than you? We got to be more realistic. And obviously, it was a generation that slipped through that us as the parents, us 50-year-olds, us 45-year-olds, and especially y'all 40-year-olds who got kids, y'all need to get on the ball because y'all kids believe something that, and I call them kids, but they probably 21, 22, but they believe in Fantasy Island. Somehow they believe that they're going to score one of those guys out of the 8%. I'm going to get one of them, not realizing that part of that 8% or that 10% that make over $100,000 a year, part of them are married. Some of those guys got wives already. So unless you planning on sharing, I don't know what to tell you. We got to start teaching our kids to be more realistic about their life and about what they're doing. Because to sit and say, as if you're a perfect 10, that I'm not dating no man that make less than me, unrealistic completely. Totally unrealistic. Because in order to deserve what you're asking for, you have to bring the value that matches it. And you can't go buy that at Ulta. Guys, you can't scam your way into having a top-notch woman with a great professional career, because when the bottom fall out of that shit you doing and you run out of grannies to scam, the jig is up. She gonna see that you don't have half the shit you said, because there's no foundation under it. I'd rather work a regular 9 to 5 than I would to play rich for 2-3 years and turn around and ain't got a damn dime for the next 10. You got to play the long game. We got a lot of our young brothers out here that don't plan on being here 10 years from now. And it's obvious. They don't have to say it out their mouth. Their actions show it. Because you purchase your future through your present. And if you're not thinking about your future at all, you ain't planning on making it to the future. It's really that simple. We're going to go to the last one. We're going to unbox it. And I'm going to let y'all get back to y'all day, because I told y'all I had a sweet tooth. I want to go out and get me some dessert. And I don't want to wait too late. I love this one right here. I just put this one up and got some pushback already from it. So I decided to put it on the live show. Every team has a leader. And if you're in a traditional relationship, or I'll just say, if you're in a relationship where nobody knows the pecking order, it's usually chaos. And you right about that, D. Deal with people that like you for Lou, like you for you, so you won't catch a case. Facts. But every team has a leader, and if you're in a relationship where nobody knows the pecking order, who's first, second, third, fourth, it's usually chaos. It's that simple. And I know y'all, or some of y'all, the modernists, you don't really care for this right here. But I'm here to tell it. Every team has a leader. I've never seen a football team have 2 quarterbacks consistently on the field and do anything. Maybe for a trick play. Could you imagine if the point guard was bringing the ball up on the basketball team and the center on his own team ran and tried to snatch the ball from him? I don't think they're going to score a bucket. Every team has a leader. And no matter how hard you push to make that not reality, that's why marriage is chaos in 2025. Think I'm lying? Google the divorce rates and compare them to 25 years ago. Come back and talk to me then. And I don't want to hear this stuff about, yeah, but the ladies couldn't leave because they were so restricted. I don't want to hear that. Some of the biggest smiles I've ever seen in my life was from grandmas 35 years ago. Explain. Because Granny seemed happy watching her soap operas. Grandpa come home from the meal. Granny got food ready. Everybody in the crib laughing. Matter of fact, y'all remember that movie Soul Food? They don't talk about that one as much as they do The Color Purple. But that really depicted how grandmothers were in the neighborhoods I grew up in. That really depicted how grandma was, not The Color Purple. That's not what I seen. What that's a reflection of is nothing more than somebody who had a bad partner and didn't get up and leave. Because guess what? Women didn't just start running away in the night. When ladies be fed up, any man in here that watches this know. When a lady really fed up, man, you will go to work and come home to an empty ass crib. So when they say that, well, you know what? They couldn't leave. No. It was something they were staying for. There was a benefit in it. You could say what you want to say, and now that Paw done passed, now everybody want to make it seem like Grandpa was the worst. I don't know what the hell was wrong with Granny. Why did she stay with Granny? No, Granny was staying there because Granny didn't have to hit a lick at a snake. Granny did not have to do anything if she didn't want it to. That's back when Granny and them used to work, and it wasn't no, I'm walking around here and I done went to Puerto Rico to get my body done and I got my hair this way, and Granny ain't do none of that. Granny walked around with 9 kids, looked like she had 9 kids, and kept a man longer than 5 or 6 women from this modern generation could keep a husband. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Why did Grandma have so much more success? And I don't want to hear about, because Granny had to stay. Granny was getting her rent paid and every damn thing else. Granny stuck around because Granny had a bull for a husband. Grandpa go pick that damn factory up to make sure y'all ate. But now we got so many people that's so stuck in this, oh no, we have to be better. We're not going back there. Oh, so you're not going to go back to where people were happier? I'm not the one. I'm a traditionalist. I'm not the one that's buying the story. Because I know plenty of people I could call right now that'll say, yeah, you know what? Granny used to chill. Granny had a job when she wanted to. Grandma was a school teacher. Back in the day, if the husband worked at the mill and the wife was a school teacher, man, that was like Beyonce and Jay-Z is the y'all generation. Yeah, we didn't need Beyonce's and Jay-Z's. Because when we was little, if your granny was a school teacher and your grandpa worked at the mill, man, y'all was balling. And now the man at the factory ain't good enough because he can't get my hair, nail, lashes, and he can't pay for my upkeep. That's bullshit. That's a fantasy island, and you're trying to make every man be like a rich man, and there are very few rich men in the USA. It's a lot if you look at the number, but then start dividing it. Then start breaking that shit down in fractions. Y'all don't want to talk about it though. Y'all know if Uncle Rice gonna do anything, he gonna hit you with a double dose of solid advice. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me tonight. I done put my hour in, and now I'm getting ready to go get some dessert. If you didn't get a chance to watch it in full, rewind it back, check it out. And if you don't see it there, go on over to the YouTube channel. Go on over to the YouTube channel. I don't care if it's 1 or 100 of you. Subscribe over to UNBOXXED. Subscribe to UNBOXXED over there. And if you want to support the page, go to Amazon Books and get me and my son Gold's books. It's the Playbook Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 2 makes a great gift for new parents because it's actually teaching them what they may need to teach their son if they're in one of them situations where daddy isn't there, or if you a new family and hey, look, he didn't have a dad, but he want to pick up some game on how to make sure he raised his son up as a solid man. I appreciate everybody being in there with me today. Thank you all for listening, and I'm going to the stove so I can get me something sweet. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Be safe.